Welcome to Sierra Online, makers of point-and-click adventure games. We're giving a tryout to Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. I mean, I guess technically it's not called Gabriel Knight 2. It's called The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight mystery. It's not the same thing. You want to know what the prologue is? Sure. I mean, first of all, let's just say it's a point-and-click adventure. It's FMV. It's known for having some obtuse puzzles. And this is the sequel. The first game did not have FMV, but did have Tim Curry doing the voice of Gabriel Knight. Tim Curry is not in this game, but there is FMV. So, you know, Sierra gives and Sierra takes. Let's watch the prologue.
Snel, die Kutsche wartet.
Komm!
All right, I guess that's our prologue. I feel that was mostly credits. It was mostly just credits with like a few seconds of FMV of a woman and a child looking at something very concerned, and then something was set on fire. I don't feel like I've learned much about the setting here, aside from that they were speaking German. It looked like a rural village. I guess that's the setting we're dealing with here in Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. Let's start a game and try it out for an hour. Chapter 1. Is Gabriel an author and he's two-finger typing? Come on now, Gabriel. Come on now.
Out falls. Come in.
Herr Knight, there are some people here to see you.
Me?
Yeah, if you please come.
What's going on? You've been acting strange all day.
Please just come. And don't forget your talisman. You must wear it always.
Damn thing's heavy. Well, hello there. Shouldn't those be torches?
Guten Abend, Herr Knight. I am Werner Huber. Forgive our coming here so late, but we must speak with you.
What can I do for you?
Oh, this is my cousin, Sir Huber Sepp. He has a farm just outside of Munich. I will tell you the truth, Herr Knight. We have come for the Schattenjäger.
I see. What makes you think you need a Schattenjäger?
It is because of Sepp here. 2 nights ago, his wife goes to the window of the house to call in their daughter, Tony. It is getting dark. The light outside is not so good, yeah? She sees Tony some meters away, playing in the grass. And she sees a wolf. It is huge. And it is moving towards the child. Mutter screams to the child, warning.
5!
And that is when the beast strikes.
Tony!
Oh, no, langsam. They say she died quickly. Sepp here hears his wife screaming, comes running from the barn. He sees the wolf, goes inside the house to get a gun. But when he comes out, no wolf. And it has taken part of the child with it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is very bad, Herr Knight. That is why we come to you.
Haven't the police been notified?
Oh, ja, natürlich. The police, they think it is wolves escaped from a zoo. They search and search, but they find nothing. This is not the first such killing. And if it is not stopped, it will not be the last.
I'm not really sure what you want me to do.
The killer is not wolf. It is werewolf. You must hunt it down and kill it.
Werewolf? What makes you think it's a werewolf?
The wolf looked at me. Its eyes were human. It knew what it was doing. It knew.
I'm really very sorry about your daughter, Herr Huber.
I have told them that you are the new Schattenjäger.
You wear the talisman. Are you the Schattenjäger now? Or are you not?
I am?
We do not know you, Herr Knight. But we have known the Schattenjägers for many centuries. It is to them we turn in trouble like this. Sepp here is family. Will you come? Just look around, see what you can see. Huh? Sepp and his wife go north to be with her mother. You can stay on his farm.
All right. I'll look into it for you. See what I can see.
I'll pack your things.
Great. Thanks. I'll meet you in the village in an hour.
Oh, thank you, Herr Knight. Thank you.
Yeah, sleep in my clothes. No need for a shower. That's that Gabriel Musk everyone loves. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm guessing when they were calling him the Schattenjäger, like he's some sort of supernatural detective because they want him to investigate the werewolf, who has the human eyes. He looked right at me. He knew what he was doing. So, Gabriel doesn't seem to want to be the Schattenjäger or feel like maybe he's qualified to do such a thing, but it's his job apparently because he's not wearing it now, but he was wearing an amulet. Here he is, standing ramrod straight. Can we look around? Yeah, we can.
I take it the Hube is a Catholic. I take it the Hube is a Catholic.
Is that the line delivery we're going with on that?
China. Our homie.
All right. Knife? Is that a magic knife? Is it like made of silver or something? So clearly Gabriel's not from here. I don't know what the backstory is or why he is the Schattenjäger. If he's not from here, if he's from, somewhere else completely. Is there like a sound? We can just okay. Is this a different room or is it a different perspective? It's hard to tell. I think it's a different room. There we go.
I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have to do.
It's fine, Gabriel.
I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have to do.
I guess we're not driving. I like the idea of the actor standing on a blue screen, just walking in various directions, standing ramrod still, turning, walking. They had to do that from a variety of angles. There must be like a whole bunch of video clips of him doing that.
I could be wrong, but I think this bag contains cement.
It says cement.
Well, that's useful.
Pardon?
A metal pail. Nothing of interest in there.
All right. Why did we come in here? Was there like another door to the side? Okay, now it's not actually a door. It's just there.
It's a water trough. Ground's a bit muddy over here.
Mud, you say? Why is his voice clipping like that? Is that how
It's a water.
Is that how it's supposed to be? All right. Someone did say I should look in the mud at the beginning of the game. I guess this is it.
Jesus. It's as big as my hand.
All right. It's quite large. So Gabriel seems to be an author. I wonder what his qualifications are at being like a detective. Like, what is he gonna do exactly?
These woods go back a ways. Plenty of space to hide. These woods go back a ways.
I guess we're not gonna go in the woods. Okay, now we're taking the cement. Do we want to, like, make a mold of the paw print? We didn't know we needed to do that until we looked at it, of course. It makes sense. Like, some games let you take the stuff before you know why you need it. And some games don't. Okay, I've got my bucket icon. What do I use the bucket on? Oh, he's even carrying it in his video thing. You know it's important. Okay, pour that on. There we go.
It'll take a minute to set.
I'm glad we're seeing all this. You want to get into the, the minute-by-minute, minute details of supernatural investigations. Actually, if he encounters the werewolf, what is he gonna do? Like, there looked like there was a weird knife in his bag. Is it like a silver knife? Yoink. Great. Well, we got that. Can I look at it in my inventory? Okay, we can.
It's huge. It's huge. I wish I knew if it were normal or not.
Oh, I guess we can watch movies. There are 6 chapters. It's like some, I don't really know what it is we're seeing here.
There's no point in listening to a blank tape. I have to load a tape first.
Alright, I guess we can find cassettes. There's like a bunch of stuff in our inventory. What's this? Dear Mr. Knight, the title for the Ritter and lands have been officially registered with the German Landstramat under your name. Thanks to the funds you provide, the estate is now current. The inheritance tax, back property taxes, transfer fees have been paid. Thank you for the additional retainer you sent us and for your confidence in keeping Ubergrau, Hoffen, and Schnell your family firm. Please feel free to contact me with any problems or questions you might have. If you visit Munich, please come by and introduce yourself. Your servant, Herr Harold Ubergrau. Let's get some backstory here. This is from St. George's Rare Books. Gabriel, I've just notified the Catholic Church about a miracle. Things have actually been picking up around the shop. We've been going through stock like a real store. I keep expecting that the Candid Camera group to pop out and say, just kidding. In other acts of universal randomness, the Voodoo Murders is up to number 20 on the NY Times bestseller list. Yes, the taste of the American public can be a terrifying thing. In any case, your VS bank account is blossoming, not unlike the desert after a fluke storm. There is voice acting.
Gabriel, I've just notified the Catholic Church about a miracle. Things have actually been picking up around the shop. We've been going through stock like a real store. I keep expecting the Candid Camera guys to pop out at any moment and say, just kidding. In other acts of universal randomness, the Voodoo Murders is up to number 20 on the New York Times bestseller list. Yes, the tastes of the American public can be a terrifying thing. In any case, your U.S. bank account is blossoming, not unlike the desert after a fluke storm.
Is there a second page here? There is.
If you don't mind, I'd like to use a little of the money to fix up the shop. Your Gran is fine, but misses you. Mosley has been hanging around, making himself a real pain in the butt. Fortunately, I need only bring up the bald detective Mostly in your book, all 240 pounds of him, and your pal turns red and is out the door in about 5 seconds. Things are organized here, just waiting for your decision. I think you can find a buyer if you want to go that route. I know you hate to write, but I need to get a feeling for what your plans are so I can make some of my own. I haven't seen or heard of anything here that seems relevant to this Schattenjäger business. Take care. Grace.
All right, so Gabriel's thinking about maybe selling the place. Like, maybe he inherited it? Let's see if there was voice acting on this one.
It's from the Ritter family lawyers. It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
Okay, no. Okay, here's the knife.
A Schattenjäger knife.
All right, I guess this is part of being the Schattenjäger, is you get the special knife.
My wallet. It actually has money in it these days. Brilliant prose, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, I'm just pissing the wind until I can think of a plot line. Maybe this case will inspire me.
All right, I guess he's not going to read it. He's attempting to come up with a new book. You know, the creative process is hard. Nearly a year after his last big case, Blake Backlash finds himself stuck in a dilapidated castle. He's supposed to be some kind of hero, having inherited late Uncle Damien's role of guardian of truth and light, along with this wreck of a fortress. What Uncle Damien didn't explain was what he was supposed to do next. So far, the most exciting outcome of his new title has involved building plaster and a lot of hammering. It's enough to drive a scion to seek out the highest ramparts and throw himself over. Still, he reasoned, things could be worse. If it weren't for the large amounts of cash he'd smuggled out of the voodoo hound for before it went up into flames, there'd be no renovations, and he'd be still freezing his balls off in this Bavarian refrigerator. Fortunately, Blake is spared the ordeal of further self-reflection when a mysterious package arrives in the mail. Postmarked, India. Curious, he rips open the thick twine binding, and out falls... Okay, so from what I'm getting here, Gabriel is a hack author whose first book was based on the events of the first game. His second book is now still about himself inheriting this castle, and the reason he can't think of anything to write about is because nothing has happened to him. And without that, he just has nothing. So he's going to go on this werewolf adventure, and he'll just write about that. But the names will be changed. So he's not actually writing fiction. It just sounds like fiction. Memos.
My notebook. My notebook.
No notes to look at right now, I guess.
My notebook.
My notebook.
My new tape recorder. A dual mount.
Wow, fancy. We all need 2 tapes. I mean, I guess if you want to copy a tape. All right, his card, St. George's Rare Books. New Orleans. He's far away from home. And this thing.
The family talisman. Wolfgang gave up his life to get this back.
Maybe that was something from the first game. All right, that's what we got in. That's what we have here with us. All right, so we've done this on the outside. Maybe I just go back in.
The Ubers have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste, but nice.
Better let Gracie know I'm on a new case.
He has great hair, by the way, I should mention. His hair has so much bounce and body. Alright. Do I need to pop that in like a mailbox?
I can't read much of it, but they give the name of the zoo. It's in Thalkirken. The name of the detective on the case is Liebe, from the police station near Prinsrud Gentenplatz.
I wonder if the voice clips are really supposed to sound like that. Doesn't sound like it could be right. But all right, they were suggesting maybe the wolves escaped from a zoo. This is the zoo. I guess so. Maybe we'll be paying a visit. Oh, phone.
Who should I call? Who should I call?
I guess we have no one to call. I thought he might know. I thought he might have an idea of who to call. He does not.
China. Our homie.
I don't think I tried this.
I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedrooms.
Okay, so that's the family's bedroom. We can't go in there. Should I drive to like the zoo or to the police? There is a car outside.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Yeah, I know.
But this'll have to do.
It'll have to do what? We're not doing anything with it. I guess we're not leaving yet. Okay, we already did this.
It's a water.
I kind of doubt we have anything else to do here.
That's where I made the cast of the paw print.
Right, I don't think there's anything we need to do with it now. We can go look at the woods.
These woods go back a ways.
We can't do anything with it.
Plenty
of space to hide. You know, something just occurs to me. How do you save in the... Oh, there we go. I should probably just do a test save. What are these options? Big movie. Little movie. Do you want big movie or do you want little movie? Of course we want big movie. No, I didn't want to quit.
The Ubers have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste, but nice.
Why is that happening? All right, we did the thing on the outside with the paw print. We looked around inside. Is that the car key? Okay, we needed to find the car key.
Nice of the Ubers to loan me their car.
I feel like he should have, nitpicky. I feel like when I clicked on the car, he should have mentioned that he needs to get the key.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
All right, how do I use the key? Key? Okay, there we go. All right, off we go. So many places to go. Go to Thalkirchen or Marienplatz or Prinz-Regentenplatz. So, or Lockham. Or that's where we already are, I think. I don't think we can go to Olympia Zentrum. We're at the zoo. Gotta ask about some wolves. I am enjoying okay, there's one. I was about to say I'm enjoying that we're seeing the scene at the zoo and no animals are appearing on screen. There's one animal. Is that going to be the only animal at the zoo? Will they have a second animal? Everyone from miles around comes to the zoo to see the wolf. The one sad wolf they have here. Oh, here we are. Okay.
I'm not sure what it says, but it's not the exit. Exit is Ausgang. It's one of the few words I do know.
The first word does look like zoo, unless zoo means something different in German. Alright. Canis lupus lupus.
Canis lupus lupus. European wolf.
Gotta find out how big the paws are. Where's this monkey? There's like a monkey screaming around us, and no monkey is in sight.
Looks like that path goes into the kennel. Don't think I'd get too far on my own, though.
Yeah, we need the zookeeper. Oh no, I didn't want to leave. Alright, so that's that. Going south will just make us get back in the car. That's that sign. Oh, they're wolves.
Here, Wolf. Come on, boy. Here, Wolfie. Come on. Come on, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come on. Come on. Get the heck over here, will ya?
The wolf does not seem to be responding.
Here, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. Come on. Come on.
Nope.
It's like that, is it?
Gabriel has nothing this wolf wants. I don't think we have anything that would attract a wolf. Alright, maybe we need to get, I don't know, like a piece of meat. Oh no, hold on, someone's here. I can't click on him yet, though.
Excuse me, can you speak English?
Yes.
Great. Mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, okay.
I like how, just like that little pause there. Gabriel looks very satisfied about it. Himself.
Have you worked here long?
Thomas. Almost 1 whole year.
A year? Wow. I noticed you were pretty calm walking in that kennel. Guess wild animals don't bother you, huh?
The wolves. They are lazy during the day.
Oh.
Gabriel's natural charisma coming through as he interrogates this man. Ask about the wolves.
These wolves are fascinating, aren't they? I tried calling one over, but they weren't too obliging.
Yeah, some people try that all day.
Is there any chance you could take me inside the kennel? I'd really like to see one of the wolves up close, kind of a research thing.
No way. No one will enter the kennel without authorization.
Can't believe that didn't work. Hey, can I go into the fenced enclosure with the animals? He said no? Can't believe it. Missing wolves.
I suppose you were around when those wolves escaped.
No, I don't work at night.
But you must have been here the next day, right? That people were pretty upset, what, with the police and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that day was super crazy.
Can you tell me about it?
Tell you what?
How did the wolves get out?
So, how'd the wolves escape, anyway?
Well, Dr. Klingman says the gate was left open after the night feeding.
What do you think?
The gate is heavy, it shuts itself. Maybe something was in the way, maybe a rock, I don't know. I'm only glad it was not me there. The boy who works that night has been, you know.
Oh, fired.
Fired.
What do you think about the wolves killing people? Are you for or against?
So, what do you think about these killings? Pretty scary, huh? Do you ever think those two wolves could do something like this?
I don't believe it is possible. Hilda and Parzival were fine with me, just like all the other wolves. Hilda, she liked to play. She was so young still.
She did.
What did the wolves look like? Did they look like wolves?
What did the two missing wolves look like, anyway?
Hilda was pretty. She had much white on her chest. And Parzival, he was bigger, thicker, more in the chest. He was 5 or 6 years old, maybe. Much darker than Hilda.
Dark? Dark what?
Dark gray. Both were gray. And most of the wolves here are. Hilda was light, but they get darker when they get older.
Is that right?
He likes a wolf with a nice thick chest. I guess, well, do you have anything more to say about yourself?
I see you carry a walkie-talkie.
The zoo is big.
Who normally gives you your instructions over that thing?
Kitchen, sometimes the health unit. For something really important, Dr. Klingman himself will call me.
Dr. Klingman?
Let's ask about this Dr. Klingman.
Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned?
Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
So I should speak to him about seeing the wolves up close.
You can try, but he won't let you.
Perhaps. Where could I find him?
In the administration area.
Thanks. Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
All right, gotta go talk to Dr. Klingman. Well, you know, Gabriel will just charm him. As he's so good at, as we have seen.
Kommen Sie. Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
I'm afraid my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
What can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
I'm researching a new book, and I hear you're the expert in these parts. Could you spare a moment?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've got no text options here.
Could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of implied when he let us sit down.
Record this, do you?
That's fine.
All right, let's ask about himself.
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal divisions?
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingmann here. Herr Doctor will also do.
Sorry.
I have a doctorate from Heidelberg University. My field is animal behaviorist.
Fascinating.
I like how whenever Gabriel says something, he sounds like he's surprised by his own question. Like he has no idea what he's going to say until the words are coming out of his mouth. Let's ask about wolves.
I was speaking with one of your boys out front. Greg, was it?
No, there's no Greg on staff here. Do you mean Thomas?
Thomas, right. Anyway, he's the one that said to talk to you. Because I was wondering if there was any way I could get a closer look at one of the wolves for research.
I'm afraid this is not possible. We don't show our wolves to anyone. We must protect what privacy the creatures have.
Really? Well, gosh. I guess that's that.
I mean, Tomas told us his name. I don't know what there would be a reason to fake that we didn't know his name. Let's ask about the missing wolves.
Do you mind if we talk briefly about the missing wolves?
Is this relevant to your book?
Oh, yeah. You see, wolves are major characters in my new novel, and this case is quite unusual, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Very well. Actually, I know very little about the case, but I will tell you what I can.
Appreciate it.
Well, let's see. How long have the wolves been missing?
How long have the wolves been missing?
It's been about 2 months.
Jeez. Whew, that's a while, isn't it? It's strange the police haven't seen hide nor hair of them, so to speak.
Believe me, your sentiment is shared by the German public.
Is like, I don't know, Gabriel trying to do sort of like a feckless Columbo kind of thing? Oh, what? Geez, those wolves been missing for 2 months? Oh, and the police, they ain't seen no hide no hair of them. That's strange, isn't it, Herr Doctor? How strange. Are the zoo wolves responsible for the mutilation killings?
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
Because I've been wondering, what else could it be? Wild wolves, maybe?
Unfortunately, there are very few wild wolves left in Germany. Most were killed off by hunters decades ago.
Most?
A few remain in the Alps. But so close to a city like Munich, it's highly unlikely.
Any other suggestions?
I'm afraid I'm as confused as anyone, Mr. Knight.
Why would the wolves kill humans?
What I don't see is why wolves, if the killers are wolves, why wolves would attack humans.
Wolves are predators. Most carnivores are potential man-eaters given hunger enough and opportunity.
But weren't the zoo wolves raised among humans?
Yes. And therefore, they are not afraid of us.
I suppose.
How does a wolf choose its victims? I like how they have little animations there, like him nodding and the doctor looking kind of annoyed. How does the wolf choose its victims?
How does a wolf choose its victims?
Have you ever heard of the language of death?
No.
You may have heard that wolves often choose the young, the old, or the sick as prey. Until recently, many thought this was some sort of natural selection going on, survival of the fittest. But now some of us are finding it is much more complicated than that. We have observed, for example, wolves surround a sick moose cow. The creature was helpless, yet she stood up and glared back at her would-be killers. The wolves dispersed. Or a healthy bull who ran off alone when he sensed wolves, making himself an easy target for no apparent reason. Researchers now believe that there's a kind of primal language going on. I am death, the wolf says. Are you ready to go? And the victim, by its actions, says, "Yes, I am ready," or "No, you will not take me now."
What if their prey doesn't know the language of death?
This is a big problem, particularly for the wolves. When wolves come across domesticated animals who do not know how to play the game, they're confused. They start slaughtering, and they have no sense for when to stop. That is why farmers have hunted wolves to extinction in most parts of the world.
Well, that certainly gives me something to think about.
Let's ask about himself.
I see you're particularly interested in wolves.
Yes, I'm quite well known for my wolf research.
You must have been horrified when 2 of your wolves escaped then.
Yes, it has been very unsettling.
What about your research?
What kind of wolf research do you do, Herr Doctor?
I study wolf society here and in the wild.
Any insights?
Only that there is a purity to nature which human society lacks.
Meaning?
Life, reproduction, death. In nature there's a purpose to it, even if that purpose isn't pretty. We humans have forgotten our purpose.
We have?
Yes. Does a male lion say to the female, "I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to make a commitment"? Does a female wolf run off and leave her offspring to the male because she wants to mate with another wolf? Do hyenas need psychotherapy because they are guilty about their thieving nature?
You have a point.
Which I'm afraid I have overstated.
Not at all. Do your fellow scientists share your views?
Not often, no. Fortunately, I have found others who do.
It's on the website youtube.com, Mr. Knight. Let me tell you about the search terms you should use. You'll find them quite elucidating. All right, well, okay, I guess Gabriel may have a method to his questions. We did get this guy to admit, "I admire nature's purity, Mr. Knight. Not like us humans who have forgotten our way. What if we could be like the wolves?" We can't ask him if he believes in werewolves, though, unfortunately.
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks.
Herr Doctor's coat.
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves.
Munchin. That's what the wolves like to do. Can we show him our paw print? That seems like the main thing we'd want to do here.
I'd rather ask someone who's not involved. This guy's a little too close to the fire not to be reflecting heat.
We think he's involved in the case. Maybe we should not show him the print. Are we suspecting him of being a werewolf? I guess that could be possible. I guess there's nothing else that I'd want to show him.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
I don't.
Looks like office equipment back there.
Well, I don't know if there's anything I do have that I could show him.
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves.
Loves them.
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German.
All right, well, maybe we're done for now. Maybe we can come back if we have something.
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
Not at all.
Time to continue his wolf research. Well, he didn't let us in the pen, but I guess that's not surprising. Oh, there's like another wolf here.
I'd really like to get a closer look at one of those wolves. I'd really like to get a closer look. I'd really like to get a closer look at one of those wolves.
We'd really like to get a closer look.
That must be the entrance to the wolf habitat. Looks like that path goes into the kennel. Don't think I'd get too far on my own, though.
Well, Tomas is not here. Maybe we could... we can go to different locations. Maybe there's nothing else we can do here at the moment. Let's go to Marienplatz. Gabriel has feelings of some kind about that statue. I'm not sure what those feelings are.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
There he is. Slowly saunter. Oh, can I talk to him?
Germans, always in a hurry.
That's oh, look at that German just walking down the street. I can't believe him.
Cuckoo clocks. Maybe later. I've got other things on my mind at the moment.
No interest in cuckoo clocks right now.
Swiss and German watches. She almost seems to be watching me. She almost seems to be watching me. That must be the famous Munich glockenspiel. That must be the famous Munich glockenspiel.
Why are we here? I'm not sure what we're looking for.
Rathaus. That's a town hall. Rittersberg has one too. Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand that stuff even when it's in English.
That can't be how it's supposed to go. It can't be right. Why is it doing that? It's doing it a lot now.
They're busy.
See, that sounded fine.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Okay, so yeah, it's still happening.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
I guess let's walk back the way we came. What a productive trip to Marienplatz. Well, maybe whatever it is we're supposed to do here, maybe it's not yet. Actually, maybe we can talk to this person. She's like getting zoomed in. Weinwurst? Angebot Hackfleisch?
So, what's good today?
Weißwurst ist sehr gut. Wollen Sie etwas?
I'll have to think about it.
Why did we approach this meat store if we're not buying meat, Gabriel?
White sausage. Yum. Blood sausage, head cheese, pork innards. Mmm. Blood sausage, head cheese, pork innards. White sausage.
She seems to be saying the white sausage is good today.
I don't think she speaks much English. Besides, she only wants to talk about white sausages.
Can we buy white sausage? 1 white sausage, please.
I'm not much in the mood for meat at the moment.
Okay, he doesn't want to buy it. But I guess if we need meat, I guess we can remember that we can come here for that. Oh, this is the lawyers.
Ja?
Herr Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Herr Knight? Ach ja. Ja, senden Sie doch herein. Mr. Knight, so good to finally meet you.
Well, it's good to meet you.
Please, come in. Have a seat.
Hey, Ubergrau. Hell, you're just a pup.
I'm sorry? Oh, my age. Well, I hope you're not disappointed.
Oh, me? No, I just never had a family lawyer before. I guess I was expecting Matlock or something.
So, you finally decided to visit Munich, yes?
Yep, I'm here doing some research.
Well, anything at all I can do to help. My secretary and I are at your disposal.
Thank you.
Well, what could we ask him about? Does he know about wolves? I can ask him about himself.
I suppose that's your name on the marquee.
I'm sorry?
Ubergrau, Hoffen and Schnell.
Actually, no. This is my grandfather's firm. I'm just a junior partner. And my assignment to your family was no insult. I was chosen because of my English. I took my law training at Harvard, you see.
Hell, son. I don't care if you're a junior partner or a mail clerk. I'm just glad somebody's taking care of the paperwork.
You know, the firm has the utmost respect for the Ritters. I will do everything possible in your behalf.
Appreciate it.
Ask about Munich.
Is there anything special I should know about Munich?
No, you shouldn't have any problems. You've picked up a little German, haven't you? You've been here, what, almost a year?
No. I mean, I have been here that long, but my faculty for languages leaves some to be desired.
Well, most Germans speak a little English. If you need anything translated, you can always bring it to me.
So Gabriel's been cooped up in that house for a year, not talking with anyone. So no, he has not picked up any German. I guess this is this guy's function. If we need something translated, we can bring it to him.
Your letter mentioned that the title transfer for the Ritter estate went through?
Yes, we had a bit of a task proving that you were a legitimate blood heir, but well, that's all settled now. I must tell you, we were beginning to get quite worried about the Ritter holdings. But we've had a policy, my grandfather really, of waiving our fees for important old accounts, but unfortunately the government is not so generous. It was quite a miracle when you appeared, Mr. Knight.
Prodigal son makes good.
So what relation is he to the deceased? Has that been mentioned? He said prodigal son. I don't know if he literally means that he is the son. Or if he's just like the only known relative. On a lighter note, can I ask you about these mutilation killings?
Do you know anything about the mutilation killings?
The mutilation killings? Well, no, oh my God, Hannah, is that what you're researching here in Munich? I read your last book, you know.
Really?
Well, that's above and beyond the call of duty.
Not at all. I love detective fiction. Philip Marlowe or that. The voodoo murders. That was based on a real case, was it not?
Loosely. So you know nothing about the mutilation killings?
Well, only that those missing zoo wolves have attacked and partially eaten people out in the country. If you are researching this case, Annette, I would be happy to assist. It's rather exciting, isn't it? I mean, you don't plan on getting too close to the actual wolves, I hope.
I'd rather not. Well, thanks for your offer. I may take you up on that.
Well, Gabriel, I don't think every German knows about has details about these murders. You just go out in the street and ask people, hey, do you know about these mutilation killings? Just figured I'd ask since, you're German and everything. Sample analysis, what's this for?
Do you know anyone with a background in animal biology?
Animal biology for your research?
Right.
Let me think. I have one client who's a professor at the university. Maybe he knows someone there. Let me check. Ja, Herr Dr. Speigal, bitte. Herr Dr. Speigal? Ja, wie geht's Ihnen? Ich bin's, Übergrau. Ich bräuchte den Namen eines Experten in Tierbiologie. Oh, das könnte funktionieren. Ja? Ja, sehr gut. Recht herzlichen Dank. Ihnen auch. Auf Wiederhören. So. Good. There is a lab at the University Biology Department. They may be able to help you there. But just tell them Herr Dr. Speigal sent you.
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right, guess we don't have anything else. And the sound has been fine during this conversation. It's not been doing that thing, but if we go back out into the town, I assume it's going to be bad again.
Well, I guess I'd better get going.
Well, enjoy your stay.
And yeah, I guess I better get going as well. Because it has been an hour. So that has been our tryout for Gabriel. The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight mystery is the proper name. And here is the meat lady, if we so choose to buy meat from her. Gabriel looks down upon her meat offerings. Though she suggests the white sausage, Gabriel is not interested in the white sausage. Maybe someone else will be. Maybe some wolves will be, possibly. Gabriel has to solve the mystery of a possible werewolf who killed a child, and he is just kind of floundering at this point, just doesn't have any idea what to do. He is out of his depth. This is not his job, and he doesn't even speak the language. He got the cement cast of a paw print. I kind of thought he was going to ask the professor at the zoo about it, but decided not to because Gabriel thinks he might be in on it. He might be connected to the case. Gabriel trying his best to make connections. Will he find out anything at the university? We don't know because the tryout is over. And, I still don't really know what's going on with Gabriel. He has a very, I don't know, just kind of like a weird affect to him where it's like he doesn't know what he's doing or what he's talking about, but it's hard to say whether he's putting on an act or if this is just how he actually is. Because he was doing the same thing with the lawyer. Well, he wouldn't have a reason to put on an act with the lawyer. Like, he just seems awkward and is unclear about anything. Is that actually what his personality is? I don't know. But that's been Gabriel Knight 2.